FuzzJockRadio!
Hut, hut, hike! And we're back with FuzzJockRadio episode 2 with your hosts Fuzzy, JayMez.
Hey, it's JayMez. I can't believe we made it.
And Sea.Dubbz.
Here we are, week 2.
Hey, guess what? We have special guest Dylan in the audience tonight.
Yep, he's here.
Is he here?
It's somewhere. He's somewhere.
He's lurking in the background.
Yeah, I'm lurking. I'm here.
You gonna say something, Dylan?
Can't get rid of me.
No, we can't get rid of him. No, that's the thing. Like, that's the thing. We were getting ready for the show tonight, and Dylan was sitting on the couch playing shit through his phone. And I could hear it, and I'm like through my headphones, and I'm like, Dylan, when we go live, we have to make sure that your phone's silent. He looks at me, gives me a nod, and I'm like, oh shit, maybe we need to have him on the show. So that's why we got him on the show. We got a big night ahead of us.
So guys, like, how much sports has happened since last week? Am I right? So much.
I know, right?
So much sports has happened.
Every day, so much.
Like,
so
where to
many
begin?
Sports happen.
I'm glad we took some notes, and now we know where to begin.
How can we keep up?
Yes. Fuzzy keeps up for us.
Yeah, kind of. I try to. It's a little tough to keep track of things, but we do have.
Need a bigger whiteboard, Fuzzy,
We have a whiteboard filled
to
filled
keep
with
track
things
of all the sports.
to talk about. And we got we got NFL roundup, the MLB, some MLS updates, and of course at the end of the show we are gonna do some fuzzy memories trivia with a special question by Dylan. And if you remember from last week, Sea.Dubbz and JayMez tied.
We tied.
We're tied.
So, you know, as they say.
Well, one of you might emerge as the
Grandmaster.
victor tonight. Otherwise, you could tie again.
I say.
Who knows?
I say, the heat is on.
Yeah,
Yes.
the heat is on, definitely.
Kenny
The
Loggins.
chips you had.
So yeah, we'll get to that at the end of the show. First up, what we have, we just got done with the NFL Monday night game, and the Bears handedly beat the Cardinals.
The
No.
Washington.
Washington Redskins.
Washington team.
It was a Washington team. Yeah, not a good game, in my opinion.
Another bad Monday night football game. We'll be
Case
cursed
Keenum
with
did
these
not have a
forever.
good game.
Is that because we started up the show?
No, we've been cursed with bad Monday night football forever.
Hey, Fuzz,
Yeah.
look up Case Keenum's stat line for this game.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't good.
That's
It
something
is-
we were...
It is something else.
I was saying earlier, this might have been the game that ruins his career. He might have ruined his own career in this game.
For the
Poor
Bears.
guy.
Okay, so there's...
Keenum for the.
no.
Skins.
Against...
I guess yeah.
It's not bad. 331 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
There it is.
3 interceptions. How many fumbles?
Today?
At least 4.
Pass rating in a while.
I mean, look at that picture of him. He looks like a fumbler.
Is, 85, and he threw a 70, 76, 78 tonight. Yeah.
We're talking to your mic.
Dylan forgets he has a mic that he has to talking to.
I also forget that this microphone is on a stand and I can move it around.
Yeah, you can.
If I want to move around the room.
So what were you saying
Look
to?
at the computer screen closer.
Okay. So yeah, Keenum is at currently a 78.7 QB rating, which is not good. Not good. So not much to talk about with this game, in my mind.
It's
It was
too bad that Taylor Gabriel, that guy who had 3 touchdowns, he left the game with an injury.
Oh.
Did not return.
Oh.
not good.
Oof.
The Bears did well.
And then another player, well, maybe it was Gabriel. I don't know. Either him or another player exited with a concussion too. So
Huh.
Oh.
Figures.
Injury
Yeah.
game.
You know, I just thought of the best name that they should change their team name to. They should be the Washington Hamiltons.
Yes, go off the success of Hamilton.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a great name.
Washington Hamiltons.
They can
I
use
love it.
that duty free, royalty free. It's fine. Take that one.
Then we can say it on the show.
Yeah.
I want to apologize too. I'm going to keep sniffling a little bit. I have bad sinuses. I'm very sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah.
People get sick. At least you made it to the show tonight, which is nice.
Yes, I flew in on my helicopter.
So yeah, Vikings won 34-14.
Against
Big game.
the California Raiders.
For now.
Yeah. They're somewhere in California.
Raiders.
Yeah.
They might be using like a P.O. box by now. I don't know. They keep moving.
Yeah, they don't have a permanent address. They just use a P.O. box.
Do you think the game would have been changed if Antonio Brown was still on their team?
I think they would have had more of a chance, but I still think they would have lost. I don't think they would have been that good this season even with him. So just because they put too many eggs in that one basket.
Yeah.
I think Oakland can be a good team, but they focus so much on this one player changing everything for them, and then he just vanished on them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I did not watch the game. I was up to other things.
Well, you were reporting for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I mean, was there any question who would win?
No,
No, not really.
it was impressive. Again, we used a heavy run attack to win that game, and I'm very happy about that. I like seeing that kind of football from the Vikings.
The Vikings game.
Yeah.
Yeah. We knew who was going to win that.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And Dylan, you need to speak in the microphone.
Sorry.
It's all right. First
For
time.
those that don't know, we don't have an extra pair of headphones.
I don't talk into a microphone very often.
And Dylan is flying solo. He can hear me and Fuzzy talk because we're in the same room.
I can kind of hear what Charlie is saying too.
Oh, okay, a little
Very-
bleed through from
very-
the headphones.
Very muffled. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so yeah.
Good.
Slightly. Just very
Yeah, actually, Dylan isn't behind the microphone a whole lot because he's a drummer by trade. He's part of a group from Mankato called Jim.
Yeah, we need a new name.
You need a new name?
Ain't
The Washington Hamiltons is taken.
Ain't
Sorry.
cutting it. Okay. I won't bring that up at our next practice
Yep.
then.
So, rounding up the NFL, we got the Buffalo in the AFC conference. The AFC conference is like ATM machine.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills are 3-0. New England Patriots are 3-0. New York Jets 0-3, and Miami Dolphins 0-3. In the AFC North division,
Buffalo Bills are 3-0. Wow.
yeah. Baltimore Ravens are 2-1. Cleveland Browns 1-2. Cincinnati Bengals 0-3. Pittsburgh Steelers 0-3. AFC South Houston.
Two, because they have a conference win.
Yep. You should speak into the microphone. You gotta talk into the microphone, buddy.
You just
Okay.
I do what I want.
yeah, and you know, a guy's got to wander every now and again, just kind of mosey around. It, you know, you live here, you're allowed.
I do what I want.
Yeah,
You pay rent.
yeah. He does his own
Yeah,
laundry.
sometimes.
It's fine.
Houston Texans 2-1. Indianapolis Colts 2-1. Jacksonville Jaguars 1-2. Tennessee Titans 1-2. In the AFC West, Kansas City 3. Oakland 1-2. LA Chargers 1-2. Oh, poor Charlie and your football team. Denver Broncos 0-3. National Conference East. Dallas Cowboys 3-0, Philadelphia Eagles 1-2, New York Giants 1-2, Washington Redskins 0-3, NFC North, Green Bay Packers 3-0.
Boo.
Oh yeah, we got a soundbite.
Oh,
Detroit Lions 2-0, Minnesota Vikings 2-1, Chicago Bears 2-1. In the South, New Orleans 2-1, Tampa Bay 1-2, Atlanta Falcons 1-2. Carolina Panthers 1-2, and the NFC West, Los Angeles Rams 3-0.
Whoa.
49ers 3-0. Seahawks
3-0.
2-1, and Cardinals 0-2. So that's the I guess that's currently the standings.
I believe I heard you say 6 teams that were 3-0. Is that correct? I see the 49ers and Rams. I see the Packers.
Yeah.
Then,
Buffalo Bills.
Cowboys,
Bills,
Patriots.
and then the
Cowboys,
Bills,
Patriots, yeah.
Chiefs. Okay, and Patriots. I missed that one. So 7.
7.
There are 7 teams going 3-0.
Yeah. And
8 teams undefeated if you count.
yes,
the
Detroit 2-0-1. Undefeated.
Undefeated.
It's not going to last.
No.
At some point, somebody has to lose.
You know,
Yes.
someone seems to always lose in football.
Yeah, tell that to the 73 Dolphins.
Yeah.
72.
72 Dolphins.
What are you going to tell the 72 Dolphins, Dylan?
Congratulations on being the only undefeated team in NFL history.
Well,
right?
Good for them.
That was a question last week. Do you not remember that, JayMez?
No.
That
was the first question of fuzzy memories. I guess they are fuzzy memories. I can see how you'd forget.
I don't remember what the questions I asked either. So,
Right.
enough with NFL. Keep going to the MLB.
All right, let's talk some MLB.
Well, we got to start with the greatest team of all time, the 2019 Minnesota Twins.
Woo!
The reason why I did not watch the Vikings is because I was on the way up to the Minnesota Twins game, field reporting, and I got to see Cruz's 400th and 40th. Well, hold on, 400th career home run and 40th season home run.
Yes,
which was fucking awesome.
Yes.
We sat down right when we sat down. The player that was hitting right before him got done, and he stood up to bat. I took a picture, and he hit a home run. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And so then I ended up being, during that moment, the person on his cell phone when everybody else was cheering.
Yeah. Dylan's stepping out.
You have that history now forever with you.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you should probably tweet that out on our Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Oh. Oops, shows how much I pay attention.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, that was a magical moment. It was really awesome.
And we did go on to win that game. That was against Kansas City?
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Which made our magic number 3,
Yes.
I believe.
It's down to 3.
Sweet. It was a great game. It was a lot of fun. The weather was great. It started raining a little bit, but we were under the concourse, so is that what it's called? Under the part where you don't get rained on.
That's absolutely what it's called.
And yeah, it was a great time. Drove back. And brought it up to one of my friends that are from Detroit, and that I got to see Cruz's number 400th home run. And this is the question I had to ask you after they mentioned this to me. They said, "You mean Juicin' Cruz?"
Juicin' Cruz.
Juicin' Cruz?
Yeah. Is there a possibility that Cruz is juicing? And mind you, one of our pitchers just got caught.
Well, I feel like then he would have gotten caught.
Yeah.
But they always have new stuff that they're always finding ways to get past things.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be true, but I think it's the ball. I honestly think it's the ball.
I think that's a good take right there. They're saying they're juicing the ball this year. I did note just earlier there are 11 teams that have set franchise records for most home runs this year.
11 teams.
11. Wow.
And then wasn't there quite a few home runs last year as well?
Yeah, most of those teams also set their franchise records last year and then again this year.
Because this isn't the first time I heard of this is possibly the juicing era of baseball.
Yeah, the juiced ball era.
The juiced ball era.
Juicy balls.
How does that go about? How do they juice the balls?
Like,
So, do you, not
I'm
that
picturing,
kind of balls.
I'm
Wait a
picturing
minute.
like those Starburst commercials where it's like, I gotta fly a tiny plane into a piece of candy. You know, you gotta deliver this juice into this baseball. It's
So
dumb.
what it is, and I'll show you guys. For
Oh,
those of you listening, that's gonna suck. But so I actually have. This is what the game ball looks like right now,
Charlie
Okay.
is showing us a baseball.
and they've laced it tighter, so
Okay.
it's a lot flatter on the ball. It's a lot more like round. There's less grooves on the top. I don't have an old one up here, but I have an old one somewhere else. But if you look at the difference, like if you were to hold the current ball of today against a ball from a couple years ago and put them next to each other, you will notice the difference immediately.
With the stitches.
Because the stitches are raised on the old
Yep.
one. They
Okay.
are look at this. They are practically. This is a round ball. Is it
We are
not?
currently looking at a picture of this ball, or no, an actual ball. He's holding in his
Yeah.
hand on the webcam.
And so with the stitching, it makes it rounder.
Well, it's really tight, so
The
there
stitching
isn't
is
a
tight.
lot of raise here.
Okay,
like
so
you would
the-
normally raise up.
So would
Yeah,
that would that
stitched a
mean
lot
that this
tighter.
is a truer ball then?
And yeah,
That's a good question.
it's more round.
Yeah, it's more of an actual ball. That's funny. I've never heard anyone take that side of it, of saying this is more of what it should be. Everyone says, no, the old ball is how it should be. But I like that take of maybe this is what a ball actually is.
It's closer to the.
We should stick to the shittier stitching because our old heroes are getting surpassed, and it's entitlement.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, as long as they acknowledge that it is different,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you could make the case that that it's a truer ball and we're now playing a truer form of baseball.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, I'm sticking
like
to
that.
that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm sticking to
I'm
it.
all for the current era of baseball. I think it's fun, and it doesn't have to, like, we're getting what we had a few years back when it was the steroids came back and everything.
Yeah.
We're getting that again without people cheating.
Yep. And that kind
Like,
of goes.
that's nice.
And that goes right into the whole like if we should like instant replays and if the umps should be replaced by AI.
Hmm.
Splinter, one of my really good friends, he mentioned that he would be cool with it if all the umpires were replaced by robots.
Now, does that
Man.
mean actual robots on the field?
Yes.
Or, oh, I like that.
Yes. So like you still have the physical element. You still can see that they're there, and and then each one would have a little different set of personality types. So you can.
Oh no.
So you
We're
Wait.
treading into Blurns ball territory here, guys.
And then, so you can have your favorite ump or your worst favorite ump, and like, oh man, we got this ump. He always calls strikes.
Strike butt
No,
9000.
I agree. We're getting into Blernsball territory. I just find the idea of a robot umpire, like, and I guess it couldn't be attached to the ground because that would be dangerous.
Yeah.
So it would be like a floating drone.
Yes. Yep.
So
I can see
a
that.
floating drone umpire. That'd be hilarious. It would not be correct to do, but it would be hilarious.
Well, so that's Splinter's hot take on that.
I like the idea, but I think it would be bad.
With the juice ball era that we are in, we are about to see a team hit likely 300 home runs in a season. We have
That's
New York
amazing.
is 2 away. They're at 298. The Twins are at 297. Really hoping that Detroit's going to toss us some softballs while the Rays keep the Yankees at bay, or at least on the ground. It'd be really nice to break 300 first, because we did break their record first, so we still have that.
Hmm. I think that'd be really. I think it's really plausible because the Rays have a bullpen style approach to their pitching.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't give up a lot of home runs because they're putting out fresh pitchers constantly. So they're not, they're getting their best pitches every time they see an at bat or a batter gets an at bat. So they're that's actually plausible that we could get this even though we're not in the lead right now. I think we could get it. I think we could get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think we could hit 3 home runs tomorrow and get 300.
And it's not unheard of against the Tigers that
No.
Ron Gardenhire's, feeling a little nostalgic and maybe coaxes his players or makes a few poor decisions and
puts a few bad pitchers in.
Yeah, come on, Gardy.
Come on, Gardy.
Do it for the home team, Gardy.
All right. Well, great. Gardy was in Minnesota long enough. We all have his number. Everyone take out your phone and text him quick.
Yeah. All of our listeners at home, too. We'll put the phone number. We're going to dox it.
All right. So once we dox him... No, I'm just kidding. So let's get into some playoff talk since we've got this all going on here. We're talking MLB. So the main thing everyone kind of knows the big players right now. They're the Yankees, the Astros, the Twins. It's kind of who's sitting in the wild card area that we're looking at in the divisions. So Cleveland, who's chasing us right now, Minnesota, is sitting on the outside. They're looking in at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is the wild card visiting opponent. And then
Cleveland is only a half a game behind them.
Yeah, they're only half a game.
And Boston's really hanging on with 11 and a half games behind them. Come on, Red Sox. Come on, Red Sox.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
And don't the Brewers and Nationals are in a really tight race as well, aren't they? For
yes, they are as
field
well.
Advantage for the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep, they're
a half game difference there too.
The difference is though in at least for the American League, A's have their spots pretty much set. They get to have their positioning, but the Washington and Brewers, they're so tight. It's going to keep bouncing back and forth. Who's going where? If who's going to whose stadium.
That's really interesting baseball to watch right now.
As a Twins fan, who do we want to see take that? Do we want to see the Brewers take that because we'll beat them? Or do we want to see the Nationals take it because we like Brian Dozier? Or a third option? Tell me this.
Okay. What's the third option?
What's the third option, bud?
Or do you not have one?
I wasn't counting on you pushing the matter further. There really wasn't. You found me out.
So the third option could be maybe we could face the Dodgers.
And then you'll fly us out?
Yeah, then I'll just fly you guys out here. We'll do a show straight from Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, I got the field recorder and everything, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So that's what's gonna happen. There's no options. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Twins Dodgers World Series would be great. It'd be 1965 all over again.
Yeah, except this time we do it right.
Except this time we win the World Series instead of the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Because in 1965 the Dodgers beat the Twins.
And Will Smith shows up and he's like, "Welcome to Earth."
Welcome.
Well, we'll say that to Will Smith because he's on the Dodgers.
Oh, he is? Oh.
Yeah, there's a player named Will Smith on the Dodgers. So we can tell him, "Welcome to Earth."
No, Earth.
Sorry, Earth.
So, the wild cards are looking little heated right now.
Yeah.
One thing I'm thinking about lately is what a Twins playoff roster is going to look like.
Interesting.
There are a few interesting elements here. First one being Kepler and Adrianza, who have been recovering from injury, are said to be on their way back pretty soon, like before playoff season. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we see them back. That was a little bit up in the air for our playoff roster. The next thing is I think our pitching, because we've had a load of call-ups for call-up September, and we've seen some really good ones. And I don't know. Do you guys have any opinions on Twins bullpen right now? We're looking at names like Smeltzer and Thorpe, who have done great in some bullpen matches where they've just thrown out our bullpen for the whole game. Some new call-ups like Gratterall and who else?
Stashak.
Yeah, Stashak's been doing good. Gratterall, Dobnak.
Yep.
Those
Randy
two.
Dobnak.
I've had the chance to see Dobnak with some good performance in this last week. Not so much with Gratterall. Maybe I just missed some of his better plays. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of new names that have just been in our bullpen for the second half, and who's gonna lead us? Who's gonna lead us?
Well, yeah, it's kind of worrisome because the aces of the staff are all kind of not being aces right now. We've had problems with our basically every starter we've had a problem with in the most recent month.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they're
Perez
best.
and Gibson, I think, are the most notable ones that have been struggling a bit lately.
Yes. Yep. And they'll probably have locks in getting on the postseason rosters, but I would like to see them play a little better, or if they don't, put them on a short leash and put in maybe a Devin Smeltzer if, say, they struggle. Especially Perez. He seems to, if he is not on, he's off. He is completely off, and then he's going to give up everything. So I think if you put him out, put him on a short leash. If he gives you his best, keep him out there. If he doesn't, pull him out, put out a Smeltzer, put out a Dobnak, Thorpe, someone like that.
I love putting out a Smeltzer here and there.
I love Smeltzer.
Smelting is one of my favorite pastimes.
Yes, especially in Skyrim.
So, I suppose we'll see what our bullpen looks like against our road trip here. We got 6 games left.
Yep.
And who are we playing?
We got 3 against the Tigers.
Yep.
Then 3 against the Royals.
Oh man, I'm
One more
gonna
time.
have to make fun of my Tiger friends, my Detroit friends. How do you like that juice?
And we're coming out
what
of.
I'm gonna say. How do you like that juice?
How do
Yeah.
you like that juice? We're coming out of the last 2 series against both the Tigers and the Royals with 1 loss to each of those teams. So if we can win 4 games out of the next 6, that puts us at 100 wins. That's a solid season. Great job for Baldelli on his first year.
Yes, manager of the year.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's just pulling a Tom
Guaranteed.
Kelly on us right there.
So it's gonna be funny. He's gonna win manager of the year, and that means we're gonna have one manager of the year this year, and then the year before as well. Not last year, but the year before that.
We did with
'Cause
Molitor
Molitor won it when we went to the playoffs,
against.
and then they fired him the next year.
Yeah. We did a wild card game against the Yankees.
Yes, and we started off by crushing them
Yeah.
right away. Brian Dozier hit a home run.
And then one of the Yankees pitchers went a little wild and totally beamed the catcher right in the nards. That totally happened in that game.
That's funny. I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was the only justice Minnesota had that day.
Yeah, and then Barrios was pitching all right, and then he gave up that home run to Aaron Judge, and that was basically the rest of the game from that point on was set. But it was nice to see the Twins in the playoffs, even if it was brief. Let's hope this year it's long. I want a series. I want them to get that division win. I want them to go to a series, not a wild card.
Yeah, it would be great. It's something that we as fans need, and the team, and honestly, the field that's not new anymore. We need that. We need that in Minnesota. And something that we need here at Fuzz Talk Radio is more listeners. That's the only way that we can keep doing this, is having more subscribers, more people listening to the broadcast, because why would we do this if you didn't want to listen to us? So if you enjoy tuning into Fuzz Talk Radio, you can let your friends know. Just let them know that you can go to FuzzTalkRadio.com. You can find all of our broadcasting and all of our different programs and things that we have going on. For instance, I do Twitch. I play a lot of games on Twitch, and you can watch us through that. We have radio shows throughout the week now. Again, we have Dagger Radio that hosts his show every Sunday from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. I do a show every day of the week from 10 a.m. to noon. We have FuzzJockRadio, which is what you're listening to right now. Every Monday. We have Dynamic Digs with DJ Shoba that appears every once in a while on Fridays. I'm on KMSU every Friday from 6 to 7, 89.7 FM. And we also do live shows at different venues like the What's Up Lounge and Red Rocks and different venues around town. So, I don't know. Sorry, this is my plead.
No, that was
buy our merch. We have links for our merch all the time, and we have a lot of content for you to enjoy. And you can always contact us by going to FuzzTalkRadio.com, the Facebook pages, or Twitter, or you can email us at FuzzTalkRadio@gmail.com or FuzzJockRadio@gmail.com. And yeah, we're halfway through the episode.
Yeah, I was about to say that was pretty perfect timing for the plug. Sitting at right about halfway.
That's what I was thinking.
Nice.
So yeah, that just a little plead there.
Yeah.
Next week, like, what's going on in the MLS there, Sea.Dubbz?
Well, so this is the last 2 weeks of the MLS, and then the playoffs will be starting. So
playoffs all over the place. Playoffs all over the place.
So many playoffs.
Yeah. So, but I recently did some on-the-field reporting as well.
Oh.
I went to the LAFC game on Saturday against Toronto. It was a very fun game. It was a 1-1 draw in the end, but it started off with the Toronto scoring a goal in the first 18 seconds of the game.
What?
Wow.
18 seconds in, they scored a goal.
This is lightning fast.
And then they did this thing in soccer where you have a goal, like one goal lead or whatever, and you are not a very good team usually. You play this type of suffocating defense where you are always in the defensive end, and you basically don't try to push the ball out because you have a lead. So you're not trying to score anymore. And
So
they did that the whole game.
Real heavy on the goal end.
Yes, they just suffocated their defense
Wow.
with their defense. Couldn't get any. But here's the thing: LAFC still got plenty of opportunities with this suffocating defense, but finally was only able to nail one after there was at the stoppage time. There was a penalty for a guy kicked his leg up going for the ball and hit the LAFC player right in the chest.
Oh man.
And the referee actually didn't call it at first, so they begged and pleaded for a review. He got a review. He went to the board, which is actually funny because it was right in front of where I was sitting, was where the referee's review board was. So he was looking into a TV right in front of us.
Nice.
And you're peering over his shoulder,
Yeah,
looking and doing your own
peeking over
little
like,
review.
What's he got? Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and then so they got a penalty kick, and Carlos Vela kicked it in. Boom, 1-1. And then about 1 minute after that, they called the game. So they were able to end it with the draw.
Yeah.
But it was a very exciting game. It was fun to see it. I was right in the center of the field, so that was really cool. The pitch, that was really cool. It was a great experience. I really liked that stadium.
Was that your first time going there?
That was actually my fourth time.
Oh, nice. So,
I've gone to the supporters section twice, and I've sat in the opposite goal end one other time.
So when there's a tie, do they not have like a sudden death portion or like a kick out?
Nope.
Not even just
only
like.
only if it's the playoffs.
Oh.
Yes. Then they have a tiebreaker. I'm not sure what it is actually, but they have a tiebreaker because each type of level of soccer always has a different way to do their tiebreaker, whether it's penalty kicks, whether it's playing more, whatever. But yeah, they have it for playoffs, but otherwise, no, they just end in a draw. It's just a draw.
Okay.
Yep. And so as far as the playoffs go, it's considered a point. So you have a point system.
So in that case, with both teams would get that point.
Yes.
That's the point.
So LAFC actually has the most points in MLS with 65. And the next highest team has 58.
The New York City FC, is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Where's old Minnesota United?
They are third in the Western Conference.
Hey.
With 49 points.
Third out of how many?
12.
12. That's good.
Yeah.
That's upper fourth.
Does that mean that we're going to go to the playoffs?
They are going to the playoffs.
Sweet.
Man, so many playoffs. It's a
playoffs.
good thing we have a show like FuzzJockRadio to handle all your playoff needs.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I don't know much about soccer. I need and that's what part of this programming, I guess, is about, is to learn more about sports that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's about us learning too. Yes.
Last week learned a lot about cricket, and you just a real quick note. You sent me a video of them pitching or bowling or whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
Bowling, right?
I still don't understand what's going on. No, you sent me a video of.
I sent you the highlights of the Ashes.
Yeah, and I watched it. I'm like, what are these guys doing? They're just running around with their arms out and yelling. I didn't get it. I didn't understand.
It's so
They're like,
British.
oh, he just won a score, and they yell, and it looks fun.
They do this for 4. When they score 4, they go like this.
And then, it's strange, and I didn't understand.
6.
I still don't understand. So you're gonna have to send me some more videos, and maybe I'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I will keep informing you guys of cricket. But sadly, there is no cricket for a while. At least no.
Well, what happened
world
this last
cricket.
week? What was the video that you showed me?
The Ashes.
That was
the end of
That was from the Ashes.
Oh, did we talk about that in the last episode?
Yeah, that's their
Yes, that's what we
championship.
talked about.
Okay. See,
I was showing you the highlights from that
I
game.
didn't understand what was going on. I normally don't understand what's going on. But not any cricket going on here.
What are we doing right now?
I don't know.
What is all of this?
I'm just kind of sitting here staring at myself.
Charlie's on a computer, but he's on the show.
I can't believe JayMez is in the same room as me.
Yeah, it's like I'm just a disembodied voice in your headphones.
It's weird. I don't get it.
Okay.
So, not enough cricket? No? Like no cricket in the future?
there is cricket happening. I don't follow a lot of the smaller leagues. I'm thinking of picking it up to report on. But as far as now, no, nothing that I know of specifically is going on.
That'd be really cool if you started playing cricket.
Well, I am getting a cricket bat because I'm going as Casey Jones for Halloween.
Dude, that's awesome.
So I need a cricket bat.
Yeah,
I need a golf club.
For those that don't know, Casey Jones was the famous baseball player that struck out in Casey at the Bat.
What?
Oh, I did not know that.
There's a whole poem about him. His name was Casey
Really?
Jones. Yeah. You haven't heard that?
Amazing.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
We'll have to find that. Like, is it like a musical?
I remember seeing a Disney short on it where they did the poem and animated it. Casey at the Bat. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Sea.Dubbz, you gonna dress up as that one?
Yep.
No, that's not the one I'm dressing up as.
I think it's good. I think it's a great idea. Is it the brave engineer, Casey Jr.?
No, that's the engine that could. Oh man, the last line is so good, but I don't want a spoiler alert. I have it up on my phone. Should I do a dramatic reading?
Yeah, you should.
Okay. Do we got time?
Yeah, we got
Okay.
some time.
Good time.
I need a drink of delicious Mountain Dew.
Oh,
We're not sponsored.
not sponsored.
Okay.
Just a fan.
I'm just a fan. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day. The score stood 4-2, with but one inning more to play. And then when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the platform of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did also Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey going to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hug in third. Then...
Oh, shit. Is there more?
Then from 5,000 throats and more there rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes.
Oh, wrong one. So, yeah, okay.
There's several stanzas left.
Jeez.
I think we're good. If the listener wants to...
Wait, so I just want to know, does he hit the home run?
Man, that's the thing.
Well,
It's so...
like you're going to have to
okay,
read it.
How about this?
Royalty free.
Oh, I'm just going to skip to the end. So,
Spoiler.
the synopsis, like, he just looks at the first ball and it's called a strike, and he's like, nah, I didn't like that one. And the second one zips by it and it's called strike, and he's like, this is a dumb ball, I don't like it anyway. And then he gets ready. And they saw his face grow stern and cold, they saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is gone from Casey's lip, his teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go, and now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey. And then you gotta read the end of it, because you know what happens. I don't know.
What? Oh my god, I can't believe the ending of that. That's crazy. I get it. Oh my god. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
They build
like
him
that.
up as this big shot, and then he just like watches the first two pitches go, and he's like, fuck yeah,
I'm Casey Jones.
I'm Casey Jones. Go pick that baseball bat and go baseball.
So is that the TMNT? Casey Jones, is that what he strikes out all the time?
That's probably no. He probably is named after that though, because it's a sports story.
Mm-hmm.
And Casey Jones is a character who watches too much TV and is into sports.
Yep.
So
you're
probably where they
going
got
as
his
the
name
baseball player or the Turtles?
I'm dressing up as the Turtles guy,
Okay.
and Lily is dressing up as April.
Oh, that's cute. That'd be a lot of
Going
fun.
as a couple costume.
I suppose Halloween is coming up. We should start thinking about our costumes. JayMez, you got any costume ideas?
Yeah.
Good.
I have a fallback to use, because I don't always want to come up with a new idea every year. And so I just have a costume on standby that I can always use.
Yeah, what's that?
It is a Recyclops,
Oh, nice.
which is a
From
costume.
The Office.
The Dwight Schrute, yeah, the character does the costume. Invents this character called the Recyclops to inform his fellow coworkers about Earth Day.
Oh.
The Recyclops.
He's a modern day Greta.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess the next sport we got starting up soon is hockey. Yes, the NHL is just around the corner. Believe it or not, the NHL has already technically begun its preseason.
Yeah, preseason started, I thought.
We have scores even.
Wow.
Yeah.
NHL. Who'd have thought?
I know, right?
So they just
Here we
played
are.
their
Here we are.
they play their first game on the 23rd Monday. No, today's Monday. Oh no.
Today's Monday the
21st was their first game.
Okay.
21st was the
Are you
first
saying
game.
the NHL started and they didn't tell us?
No, it started in between our episodes.
Oh.
No, they sent the email out. It just went to your junk folder.
Oh, yeah.
Did they start on the well, they
That's what
started on
happened.
the what I have a lot of scores here.
So
Sunday.
many scores. That's a thing.
Saturday.
They started on Sunday,
Saturday the
September
21st.
15th. No, the 15th I have scores.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Coyotes and Golden Knights played.
Oh, yes.
6-2, the Golden Knights won. What the hell? Why, they didn't tell us.
Who are the Golden Knights?
Okay.
The Golden Knights are the Nevada team.
Oh, okay.
Where are
They almost won a Stanley Cup in their first year of playing in the NHL. It was a great storyline.
I know slightly more about hockey than I do soccer. Like, I could probably
So not
name...
much.
I bet I can name 4 teams.
Okay. Go.
Okay, name 4.
The Mighty Ducks, duh.
Okay, where are they from?
Anaheim.
Okay, good.
The Minnesota Wild.
Okay, correct.
The Whalers.
No,
The Vancouver Whalers.
no, that's an old team. They don't exist.
That was a team, though.
No,
I
that's
get-
not a team.
It was though. Look it up. Vancouver
I know,
Whalers?
it's not, though.
Okay. How many did I get?
You got it
You
good.
have 2.
You got enough.
2.
You did a good job.
Sacramento
Two is enough.
Kings?
We-
Is that one?
Yes.
The Kings? Yes.
Yeah, the Syracuse Nets.
No.
Nope. But yeah, the Wild are, what are they? They're 1-2 to start the season off.
Good. That's-
But
no,
they've
1-2,
lost
no.
to the Lanch and they've beat the Lanch. So there's that.
The Lanch.
The Avalanche.
The Avalanche.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of the Avalanche. They are the team I hate the most in hockey
Because.
of their rivalry with Minnesota.
Oh.
There's a big rivalry.
Oh, the
There's not
Leafs.
as big of a one as like the Blackhawks, but it's
No, I
a team
no,
that
we
I
didn't.
definitely cannot stand.
Yep. So, NHL season has started. How long is an NHL season?
That's a good question.
I've stumped him.
I love how the way.
I think
Like-
it's 80. I think it's 80 something.
Oh, Dylan knows.
Dylan, do you know
Yeah.
how long an NHL season is?
Your microphone's still on, so you can
NHL season.
talk on the mic, dude.
I don't
it's
think
82.
Dylan knows.
It's 82.
82. That's a good number. I'll go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
82 games.
That's
So
the
that's-
NBA games.
Huh?
What?
82 NBA games in a season.
As well? Oh, so they have the same season
Yeah.
length.
Same season length. And the NBA.
See, I'm not a
82
basketball
hockey
guy.
games in a year?
That's you, Fuzzy. You're the basketball head.
The NBA is starting up soon,
Mhm.
and Dylan has a Shaquille O'Neal rookie card.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty
We'll
dope.
be
I don't know if that one is a rookie card, but I do have many Shaquille O'Neal cards. I have like over 300. I used to collect his cards when I was a kid.
And now he DJs parties.
And now they're
And
in,
owns
As-
Papa
and now they're
John's.
in a
As-
shoebox
as,
in my parents'
Shaq
house.
Diesel.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me stories recently about having parties with Shaq Diesel DJing him.
Was he good?
I don't know.
No, probably not.
I mean, I did hear his first rap album.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God, I forgot about that thing.
Yeah.
We should do a full report on the retrospective of that album.
The retrospective on Shaquille O'Neal's music career. This
Yes.
is important reporting.
I think it needs to be done.
Agreed.
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 Well, some of the NBA news is that they have the new NBA uniforms for the Eastern Conference coming out.
Really?
Yeah. Nike and the NBA have struck a new deal. Right before the season tips off on October 22nd. So more information is going to be available. And yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So the
that's
reason to
what
buy
I know.
new jerseys.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nike gets
Good
the
job.
money.
Good job, Nike, making money. Jeez.
Oh, and also the Minnesota Timberwolves over during this last summer have been rounding up votes for which city should or town should get a refurbished basketball court. And they, what's that? Yeah, Mankato was on the list of possibly getting a brand new basketball court from the Timberwolves, but we did not get it.
Oh.
Which is fine. You know, we have the
It's
Timberwolves
fine.
coming to, he's
Fine.
coming to do practice and stuff, and
You know what I would have to say to that? Is that Glenn Taylor owns the Timberwolves and he's from this town, so he should just do that anyways because he's.
Yeah, because Glenn Taylor owns the Timberwolves and he's from
Yeah.
Mankato.
He should just hand over his house and just
Come
turn
on,
it into a
Glenn.
basketball court.
Just don't you remember your roots, Glenn?
just give us stuff, Glenn.
Yeah, just give us all your stuff.
Seriously.
You're from Mankato, dude.
Hand
Are
it
you-
over.
Are you truly happy, Glenn? Call us.
So the Thief River Falls won, Little Falls won, Marshall, Minnesota, Fridley won.
Marshall, Minnesota. Shout out.
Oh man, look at that. That is if you go to the Timberwolves website, you'll see the courts, and that was the court that they submitted. That's not good.
I took my SATs at that school.
Looks gross.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, cool. So you have ties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little
there we
bit.
go. Look
Little
at that.
bit.
So yeah.
All right. I think it's time for Fuzzy Memories.
Oh shoot, you're absolutely right. I almost forgot about that. I was getting excited. So we have these fuzzy memories.
We're
coming
very
up.
strictly regimented here, and our format is by the clock.
It
Tick
is.
tock. 5 o'clock.
So yeah.
Game over.
Oh no, wait.
Oh,
No.
we've already lost.
It's time for some fuzzy trivia.
Alright.
Fuzzy memories trivia. Yeah, that's not the intro song. So we are tied at 2-2. Are we gonna keep the scores going, or are we gonna
yeah.
go? Okay.
Overall score forever.
Overall
Oh,
score
boy.
forever.
Oh boy,
Um,
I stand to fall very far behind.
the winner does
We can,
not.
how about this? How about this? We'll change him by the season.
Okay.
Every season we'll have a new score.
Okay.
Okay, that
Fair.
works.
Okay.
That works.
Okay.
Okay, so coin flip. Who's going first? Did we decide who's going first?
Tails.
Tails.
Who's,
Okay.
who's got a coin?
So
win?
JayMez,
Okay.
first question. As of January 2019, what is the record of most receptions in a playoff game by a single player?
Receptions is totally a thing in football. And the most receptions in a game as of January 2019 was by Joe Nathan. It's wrong. I don't know.
Darren Sproles. Oh shit!
Oh, I don't
I
get
was
to
supposed-
steal?
I was supposed to let you steal
Well, wait. Was it a name or were you asking the number?
a name, but this works too
Oh.
because it's tied.
Okay, well, I want to ask. Can I answer the number?
No, no. That's gonna be the bonus question, but it's a tie.
Oh,
So I
okay.
said Darren Sproles. There is somebody else that has the same record. Who is
Okay.
it?
Oh.
The second, I'm gonna go with Julian Edelman.
Incorrect. James White.
Oh, James White. I knew it would be a
And
Patriot.
since neither of you got it, we won't go with the bonus question.
never
The
heard
answer
of
was
either of those.
15.
Oh, 15. Wow, that was more than I was gonna guess. I was gonna guess
Okay.
11.
All right.
So Sea.Dubbz.
Okay.
Which NBA team was known as the Run TMC in late 1980s and early 1990s?
Oh no, I don't know this. Run TMC. That would be the Pistons.
James. Let's see.
I could probably
For
For
name.
the steal,
I could probably
JayMez
name,
for the steal.
name those players.
Run TMC. It was Los Angeles Lakers.
Incorrect. Golden State Warriors.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
It was
Still
Tim
tied.
Hardaway, Mitch Richmond,
Yeah,
and
Chris
Chris
Mullin.
Mullin. Yep. Dylan knows this.
oh.
Okay, so 0-0 after the second question. How many questions? We go 5? Is that what we were doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Five.
who's up?
It's my turn.
JayMez.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, sweet. Okay, JayMez. Murderous NFL player Aaron Hernandez formerly played for which team?
Seattle Seahawks.
And I know the answer.
Incorrect. Sea.Dubbz for the steal.
Played for the New England Patriots.
Oh.
Correct.
I should have known because we don't like them. So of
Yeah.
course the murderer plays for that
Is
team.
there a bonus?
No bonus this time.
Okay. I was gonna say I'd hope there wouldn't be for this one because the bonus would sound like it could be a bad question.
So question number 4. Sea.Dubbz up 1, JayMez 0.
Okay.
Sea.Dubbz. Who was the last professional hockey player to play without a helmet?
Oh shit! They always say who it is too.
Hey, can I ask a random
Well, I got your question from yeah, sure.
random Minnesota question?
Yeah, but yes, absolutely, sir.
Excellent. Charlie knows the answer.
Oh shit! I'm gonna say Howie Gord.
And JayMez for the steal.
It was Bobby Orr.
Incorrect. Craig McTaffs.
Of course. Who?
Okay, so we're gonna have a bonus round. Dylan has a question for us.
Okay. Yeah.
Woo, Dylan!
Dylan.
Yeah. Calm down, everybody.
All right.
Hold your applause. Okay, I just thought of this. I was trying to come up with a Minnesota sports-related trivia question, and I thought of which wrestler from Minnesota was known as Mr. Perfect.
Bing.
JayMez.
Kurt Hennig.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll get your
Good job.
Back in the game.
JayMez back in the game.
Yep.
Thanks for
1-1.
1-1.
I didn't even know that you even knew that.
Yeah, I used to watch some Royal Rumble.
Question number 5. Who's up? I keep on forgetting.
This is
It should be
mine.
me.
Sea.Dubbz.
You just had it.
No, you just. No. JayMez.
That last one would have been my first turn, but I acted like it was a buzz-in.
It was a buzz-in. You did it
Oh.
correctly.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So it's my turn then.
No, so it's JayMez's turn.
Oh. Okay.
JayMez.
Got it.
In which year did Chinese golfer Guan compete in the Masters tournament?
Could you please repeat the question?
In which year did Chinese golfer Guan compete in the Masters tournament?
That would be if my memory serves me correctly, 1997.
Incorrect. Sea.Dubbz for the steal.
Let's say 2006.
Close, but no, unfortunately.
Yeah.
2013, a 14-year-old Chinese player.
I want to take back my answer.
Guan was a 14-year-old Chinese golf player and set a record as the youngest player to ever compete in the Masters tournament.
Wow.
14 years old.
Impressive.
It's really cool.
Okay, so we're still tied up after all the questions at 1-1.
What are you doing with your life?
Exactly.
Not
Not
competing
playing
in the Masters. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I played golf, and
And now we have
played
the
some golf today. That was fun.
earlier we had a Dylan bonus question, but this is the Dylan special question of the night.
Oh yeah. Which we had to actually dig into a little bit, right, and do some research to.
Yeah, we looked
figure
into it
out
a little bit.
the
Yeah.
real correct answer.
So this is a chime in as well again.
All right.
Ding
Okay.
ding. How many championships did the Minnesota Lakers win?
Ding.
Sea.Dubbz?
16.
JayMez for the steal.
Oh shit.
The Minneapolis Lakers.
Oh, Minneapolis Lakers.
Yes,
Yes.
the question is
Oh
specifically
fuck! I heard it
that
wrong.
team.
I
The
heard it
answer-
wrong.
when they were
Okay.
known as the Minneapolis
Yep.
Lakers.
The answer is
Minneapolis
4.
Lakers.
Wrong.
Incorrect. The answer is 5
5.
in Minneapolis. And so that's it. That was a great time.
Damn it.
Earlier, also in that article, they won one championship and then merged with another league where they won those 5. So did they win 5 or 6
Ooh.
before they moved to LA?
I want to take back my answer.
I don't know if you can do that.
Oh, okay.
So that ends
That's why
Fuzzy
the question
Memories
was-
trivia. Thank you, Dylan, for your special questions. And yeah,
Anytime.
we are now at 3-3. JayMez and Sea.Dubbz are tied.
All right.
Until next time.
Until next time, Gadget. I would like to say that I promise I will never, ever try reciting a poem again on this show. So, in case anyone tuned out during that part, I won't do that again. I promise.
There's always a magic of editing at some point too.
Oh yeah, dude! Unless you heard that live, it ain't ever happened.
With that,
All you download listeners, you
Dr.
don't know what you
Klum.
missed.
I think we're at the end of our rope tonight. I absolutely thank you for tuning in. Make sure to tell your friends to tune in as well. FuzzTalkRadio runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. So catch us somewhere on the internet.
What the is this? Watch your profanity. Right, I'm sorry.
Watch your profanity.
Any last words, Sea.Dubbz?
Skull Vikings.
Okay. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you. Good night.
FuzzJockRadio!
Hut, hut, hike!